Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Run it back again. Light it up, represent, gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again. Light it up, represent, had to do it hella big, had to run it back again. Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
People in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, get 'em up. One time for the people in the back, in the back, in the back, for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, 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 for the people in the back, for the people in the back, for the people in the
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Stop.
Gotta do it hella big, had to run it back again.
Good morning. Well, I guess no, it's never mind. I'm just too used to saying that. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Good afternoon. How are we doing? Hope everyone's day, their weekend is going great so far. And yeah. Alright. The art of the poop? What? In case anyone's curious, we now have a counter in the top right, as you can see. That is the YouTube subscriber count. And I said this the other stream, but once we hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm doing a building stream where I build an entire level in one stream. So if you want to see that, see how I build levels so quickly, feel free to make that number go up. Play in order? I'm playing the first 5 in order. I'm not playing any more than the first 5 in order just because that's not really fair. This level's pretty good. I'm liking this so far. Nothing too crazy on the designs, but like the general vibes are still pretty good. I like these pulses. One could argue that this part's a bit empty. I would be one of those people. There's something on the right side of the screen popping in. Oh, it's the GD All Nighter logo. Gotcha. This level's still unrated from the GD All Nighter. Could not be me. Cool level. Yeah, It did seem like it was a little rushed towards the end, so I think like a star rate will suffice. Like, and only people who are sub chat, why not? It's subscribing on YouTube, it's not the most, like, detrimental thing. I've already seen this. 74 star rate. Didn't AG Silver literally just play this, dude? Christ. You did a skip queue? Alright, I'll check that out. After this level. Oh, this level's long, I didn't realize that. I'm liking what this level has to offer, though. And that is for certain. Designs are relatively simple. But I do like the vibes that this level is giving off. Goes with the song really well, I think. For once, I don't mind this chromatic shader. It could be toned down just slightly, but I like it in that part. This part, admittedly, it's hard to see. Because, like, for me, like, there's this very clear triangle right here, but the hitboxes are in a block or two. So I'd probably just, like, make it a little bit more obvious that those don't kill you. Like, you can see, like, the lines right here, but beyond that, it is still a little difficult to see. That's a lot of beams on that sun right there. So, how are you guys' weekend going? Hopefully it's going well for you guys. Also, I did, the reason I've been streaming so much recently is because I did unlock Twitch partner capability today. So we'll see if that happens. That'd be cool. Yo, Truxon, 10 bits. Thank you. Well, oh, it's a free fly section. I'm like, why are there like fingers off screen that I can't see? Okay, I got you. This is a good level. Probably Instinct one of your stronger levels. Cool stuff. Probably gonna send that for a feature, in all honesty. Like, given the fact that it's 3 minutes long, it definitely brings it up for me. So, yeah, it's 4 stars easily. I can't believe that the Nikai level got rated 5 stars. This is the most 4-star of ever 4 stars. Like, come on now. Okay, let's get to the skip queue. 8 stars. What do you mean you use an 87.17 megabyte file for a 61-second level? Well, yeah, okay. This is trippy so far. This song is also interesting. I don't know how to describe it. Interesting. Whoa. I like the gradients. The invert color gradients. That's cool. Really add to the intensity there. That's good. That's great. I like that a lot. Oh. I like the block designs. Like, I'm not really normally a fan of just like lines like this for block designs, but I think it really works well here. That's cool. It's an interesting excuse me, an interesting looking level that I think I'll probably send it for a lower end feature. I really like the drop, quote unquote, part with the invert color gradients. That was really neat. Alright. Using a chime song. Ooh. How to send an ID? Use exclamation mark form. Not the biggest fan of the split screen, but that's just because I don't really like the split screen in general. The only usage of it that I've not like hated it was in Citadel by Subwoofer. I thought that was like a very unique, very creative approach to it. Oh. See, this is what happens when you, what just happened? Oh, Miku, thank you for the sub. Welcome. My activity feed, like, was delayed for a second, so it didn't pop up immediately. Thank you. Yeah, this is what happens when you use saw blades for, for deco like this. Like, I jumped instinctively because I saw the saw blade general shape. So it's just never like the best idea to use a hazard. Also, it does kind of end randomly. Like I'm not really the biggest fan of that ending. So I think I'll send this for a rate. Speed build in 2 days. Speed build in 2 days. Gotcha. I might send it for a rate. Yeah. I think it's fine. Enough for a rate. But beyond that, I'll just get rid of some of the shaders. Get rid of the split screen. Change it so that it's not saw blades for orb deco. Because that just throws you off. Always. And I would also like extend it so it uses a little bit more of the song instead of just kind of randomly ending. Alright. Next up. Platformer. Cool. That was very loud. Looks like we have a Rob Top style platformer. Immediately top one because I died. Checkpoint. Platformers like this that are just Rob Top style platformer, I don't know. Like, they're very easy to make, and I get why people make them. I just kind of wish that, even though like there's this general Rob Top style, I wish that creators would do a little bit more interesting gameplay mechanics. But yeah. Also, I would definitely add some stuff in here because it is fairly empty within those parts of the blocks. That's just something that like I kind of just give advice to pretty much like any platformer creator is like add add more stuff within your blocks, because a lot of platformer creators unfortunately do not add that much deco inside their blocks. They just rely on the base pixel objects for their deco. They don't really like do anything that creative with them. Screw that coin, by the way. But yeah. There's a lot going on, like, and there's a lot of sound effects, is what I'm trying to say. And some of these jumps are, you really got to time them late. But yeah, main thing is just the deco. It's kind of not my cup of tea. That's how simple it is. Alright, we have a boss fight. This was unexpected. Oh, okay. At least the attacks are random. That's one thing I've never done in platformers. Oh. Okay. I've never done a boss fight in platformers, so could not tell you how difficult this would be to make. Alright, that's enough. That's enough on that level. It's your typical Rob Top style. Wow. Yo, thank you for the bit. Much appreciated. Style platformer. Nothing much to say about it. I mean, the boss fight's neat. That's at least, like, a positive to it. But I think I'll probably skip out on setting this for anything other than, like, a rate. So, yeah. Just not the biggest fan of, like, the deco. Alright. That was the end of the first 5 in order. Let's go ahead and get that random queue going. That only took 17 minutes. Much quicker than some people. So we start at number 7. And we currently have 468 levels in the form. I mean, I know that weekends are, like, very much more populous on these streams. Because, you know, everybody's home. But I would think that with, like, Silver streaming, and I think somebody else might be streaming, I don't know, 468 is actually surprising to have. What's up, Lore? How you doing? Hope your day is going well. Stream just started, so we just relaxing for now. And there's already 400 levels in the form. Why is the metal giant, the iron giant right there? Cough still here, guys. That just changed. Why does some of this art look good? Like, it actually looks pretty good. Damn. Was not expecting that for this level. Like, that's a pretty good dinosaur skull. Is it your turn soon? Brotarfice official. I've seen you do nothing in the stream so far other than ask when it's your level. So if you could please say something else for once, that'd be great. That would prevent me from timing you out. Thank you very much. What's up, Quan? How you doing? Okay. Pretty decent deco. I'm not the largest fan of the gameplay so far. It does feel kind of jagged and like there could be a lot more polishing going on. But the deco at least is pretty good. And it's also random, I guess? Okay. It's just kind of difficult to see what can kill you, what can't. That's just a common problem I see in so many of these art levels. And that's just something like I wish creators would get down. But for some reason, that's like the most impossible thing for some creators, is to make it easy to see what can kill you, what can't. Especially art creators. Art creators have like such a poor habit. I mean, this stuff's cool, but you know. I'd say the gameplay is really holding this level back for me. Deca looks great though. Hopefully none of this is like traced or anything. I thought that said 3,700 and about to say, hold up. There's no way that took almost 4,000 hours, bro. Yeah, the Deca was great. Gameplay, unfortunately, brings it down to a high-end feature for me. Just because it wasn't the most enjoyable to play through. I think, like... it reminds me almost of that level, Arcana, or whatever. That level that got like legendary and was at the top of the featured list for way longer than it should have been. Like, sure, some of the parts look decent, but the gameplay, oh my god. I could not finish a practice run of that level. It was not enjoyable at all. But that level, it was more acceptable than Arcana. Yo, Miku, thank you for the 10 bits. Much appreciated. Alright, 496 levels. Not great odds, 22 minutes in the stream. And we roll 138. And he uses X step. Interesting. You love my levels? Thank you, Yojo. Or Yo-Jose. Thank you. I'm glad that people enjoy them. I haven't built a level in like 2 weeks. And I'm low-key waiting on the new Exabolt compilation to fully come out, because there's some songs in there that I might use. But unfortunately they're in the later half, so I gotta wait a couple days for them to be released. So maybe I'll build a level to one of those songs. I don't know. This level is very 2.1 coded, and I kind of like it. Like it's in the era of 2.1 where not everything is blending. There's not a million pinwheels in the backgrounds. There's not a million like particles everywhere. There's no scan lines. So only thing I wish there was a little bit more pulsing. So yeah. I think if there was some more song representation, I would send it for a feature. Well, scratch that. I'm still sending it for a feature, just a low-end feature. Also, that was 4 stars, yeah. Alright. That's like a 2022, 2023 almost level ID. Alright. 500 levels. We've reached the threshold. 500 levels. There's no threshold. It's just a very large amount of levels. Old Orochi. Alrighty. This level got verified by Septagon, right? 2%. I'm the best. Alright, let's go watch this. What is this angle on this keyboard cam, bro? mean, this level, this old Orochi is unfinished, right? Like, I swear the original layout was like 3 minutes long or something. Are there any mistakes you see new creators make often, especially when it comes to platformer creators? This might be subjective, but whenever platformer creators create a room-based platformer, it always looks the same for every single room, and it's very boring. So, do try to vary up your deco a little bit, make it not static, represent the song that you're using well. Pretty much all I can really say. That was the Noble Boy extension? Oh, okay. I always thought that the Noble Boy extension was like the quote-unquote official version, but maybe I was just out of the loop. How long is stream today? At least 2 hours. We'll see how I feel at the end of the stream, or at the end of the general 2-hour period. Well, yeah. It's a cool level. 5 cents. I'm curious as to what this says. 9. Alright. Great. I'll send it for a low feature. That's not the button I want to see. Uh-oh, my battery on my keyboard's low. I better plug it up. Alright. Why would you ever comment that? That could be said about 75% of the comments that get made on this game, realistically. There's so many comments on this game that there's no point in commenting them, so why do they get commented? 384. Alright. Neon Planet. Verified by me. I don't see why you put verification stats in there, unless it's like anything with harder than a hard demon, so we'll see if this is actually like a hard demon or not. This is a good song though. I like this song. These block designs are pretty neat. I like the general glowiness of them. I wish there was some more stuff going on in the backgrounds and in the air deco. And also if there's some pulses, because it is fairly static there. Did I say congratulations or congregations? Okay. But yeah, main thing about this level, I like the block designs a decent amount. It just needs some more in the air deco department and also in the backgrounds. And some pulsing would be nice as well. Don't jump there. That's a little bit of an odd transition. You really gotta like jump early or jump very slightly as the robot. Yeah, it's definitely a good start to the level. Obviously this part doesn't have much block design, so all I can really say here is just add more into the blocks. But the prior block designs are actually pretty decent. Neon Planet. Excuse me. But yeah, add more to the air deco, add more to the background, add more to those block designs at the end, add some pulses, and you got yourself a complete level. But is a decent start. Maybe also varied the block designs in the first portion as well, because it did seem to be the same thing throughout the entirety of the more decorated blocks. 523. 269. Where we got? There we go. We have an easy medium demon. Better not be a platformer. Thank you. XL and A. I'm terrified. Stardust Coast. Not the friendliest first jump. Gameplay is fairly blind so far, which I'm not the biggest fan of. Guys, Tidal Wave. I'm playing Tidal Wave. Watch this be like a new Nexus video. Tidal Wave? Oh my god. An interesting song for this deco style, for certain. Not sure about this gameplay either. Oh. Main things about this level is that it's fairly blind. The hooks. Watch out for the hooks, guys. Remember the SpongeBob episode? Great episode. Hit that late. There we go. But yeah, this level is rather unfinished, I might admit. So definitely go back and add more to it. Definitely vary up the gameplay a little bit to make it a little less just a bunch of blind jumps. Because that is, for the most part, what this gameplay is. If that's the halfway point, then I think I've seen enough of this level. But yeah. Are people spamming IDs in chat on YouTube? I mean, it doesn't surprise me. YouTube is a little bit more weird. 537. 321. All right. Welcome back to hell. That's kind of mean. Is this like a Slaughterhouse remake or something? Looks like it. Nope. Not a Slaughterhouse remake. That goes very simple. Yeah, I feel like this hell style, like this type of hell style, is kind of outdated. It's very much just like early 2.0 hell style. Okay, yeah, it is some sort of Slaughterhouse inspired thing. Okay. I don't remember Swing Clapper and Slaughterhouse. Yeah, yesterday I got far and beat Sukuban Circles, so today I'm getting far and beating Slaughterhouse. I don't know what this player arc is that I'm currently on, but it's going crazy. Oh, easy. But yeah, kind of outdated deco-wise. Not the biggest fan of it. Gameplay was alright. Definitely gives the Slaughterhouse vibes, but it is also fairly unpolished. 551. Can we get a non-shitpost level? Or a level that has more than 82 downloads. Okay. This is a good song. I like this song. You have you have a better chance at getting seen by RobTop than Destruve. What does that mean? That's very much the opposite. Alright. Not bad. It's just a little dark. I do like the general atmosphere. I think everything before like that first wave part, probably my favorite part. Beyond that, it does kind of dip a little bit in quality for me. But I do think it's enough for like a rate. Excuse me. Also, I'm very upset that this song that's playing for YouTube right now is not on the library. I would definitely use it. All right, number 59. We gotta scroll way up here, dude. All right, there we go. 59. Parallax Slop. Okay. Well, you got the parallax right at least. That's for certain. I just think the block designs, first of all, I would turn off glow on them, because glow on the block designs for like a modern level, it makes it look extremely messy and fairly unpolished and fairly recent tab looking. So that's the first thing I would do with this level. Second thing I would do is add some more air deco, because you basically have this large moon here, or the sun, wherever you want to, whatever it is, and not really much else in the background. Like, you have an entire like left half of the background to put some deco into. So yeah, I would definitely go through there, you know, do the good old select all, turn off glow. Was there fading as well? No, that's good at least. Like, let's see. Let's take the time to do this. Excuse me. Like, this just looks way cleaner already. Like, the blending on that glow combined with this fairly clean modern look, it's not that great of a combination, I'd say. Okay, scroll all the way back down. 562. 254. We have a platform that's 37 seconds long. Alright. I'm guessing the gimmick is that you have a limited amount of jumps you can take. That's cool, at least. Uh-oh, I died. That's cool. I do like the gimmick. The deco is a little empty. Oh, okay, gotcha. Either way, I think I'm trying to look at this in the editor. But yeah, definitely add some deco. You're missing a lot there. The gimmick is neat. I will give it that. Also make it a little longer because it is just 4 rooms. So you can get it done fairly quickly, and that's a little too quickly for a rateable platformer. So I would just extend it, add some more deco, and yeah. $564, $130. I've already seen this. Apparently it's been updated. I'll go look. I do like the 2.0 look of the blocks. I just think the rest is a little too empty for my liking. Like the parts where there's actually like a decent amount of like block design and deco, it actually looks pretty finished, which is good. I would also turn on Don't Fade on this glow in the background, just because it makes it look a little less messy. But beyond that, good colors, good simple 2.0 block designs. I would just add a little more going on in the background to make it a little less empty, and I would also add some pulsing because the song is not really represented that much here. It's also impossible to see what can kill you here. I'm guessing that you can just fly through here. But yeah, I've already seen this. It got a decent update, but still a little too simple for my liking. $567. It's a lot of levels. 33. Glad we're getting some more towards the beginning levels. Yesterday we streamed and it was like multiple levels in a row, all the way up in the 200s. Byte processing. Okay. Ooh, not the biggest fan of these colors during these like more saturated parts. Designs are relatively simple. I think the colors are just the big thing holding this level back for me. It's also a little difficult to see where to go. Like I fully expected to be on top there. But we're at the bottom. That's a good transition at least. Once again, colors aren't the greatest. Is that the end? I guess. Yeah, I'll probably pass on this one. It's got 1 cent. Alright. Good on them for getting a cent on this, but for me, colors are a little too poor. So, I'm not the biggest fan. There were some transitions that were decent, but I think that the deco was a little too empty for my liking as well. 576. We roll 283. This level just came out or something 2 days ago. Skip request, I will get to that later after this level, Riley. There's some weirdness going on in this level. W bitrate, by the way. Whoa. Now this is what some people would refer to as parallax slop. Not that other level. Alrighty. Was not expecting, you know, the eschaton to pop up in the stream, but here it is. I'm gonna guess this is. I'm gonna take an early guess. Say that this is like a mashup level. Given that there are like 5 songs used. All right. Why is there a Glock? For once, I am surprised that there's not, not any sound effects for that. It's a funny level. I just think it's a little too simple for me. Like, the part that was a little more in-depth, that first drop with like the wave and stuff like that, that was good. But beyond that, it does get more empty as it goes on. So I think that I'll be passing on this one. Excuse me. Give me some agua. Alright. Did this level like just get uploaded or something? 2 days ago. The area move is freaking me out on these blocks.
Huh?
These colors aren't bad. I'm liking these blocks. Good amount of energy here, surprisingly. Like, you would think that with this style there wouldn't be that much energy, but I think like with the movement and everything, the energy is captured decently. Oh, those are breakable blocks. You can go through those. I love chocolate, but I can't eat it, or I'll get fat. Alright. This is cool. Was there... I swear there was another level called Chud Map. Or was that upload on Duck's account? Either way. Still a decent level. Chud Maps on Duck's account. Gotcha. I think... I'll still send this for like a rate, just because like... It's like one of those high-end rates though. Where like, I'll not be surprised if Raw featured this. But yeah. Still a cool level. Do predictions? I could. But like I would need to, with my multi-chat setup right now where we have YouTube as well, I can't really access predictions that easily, unfortunately. So it would take a little bit for me to like set one up. 500 and is that 88? Good God. Will we reach 600 levels within the next 9 minutes? What do you guys think? All right, good song choice. I'm scared about the amount of sound effects. Okay. Japan uses something to convert footsteps into electricity. Wow. This is interesting so far. Alright, we got gameplay now. That's good. I just got shot at. How dare they? I do like all these like Mongolian arts. That's Mongolian, right? I don't know. I see them in PF Chang's. That's all I know about them. What is this? Why is there Terraria stuff going on? Do I care about gameplay or deco more? It doesn't matter if you're the best or the worst decorator in the game. If your gameplay sucks, it still sucks. You can have a bad gameplay level, but with the best deco ever, right? So gameplay is definitely more important to me. What is happening? What is happening? Why was there the Halo theme there for a second? Classic beam struggle in the background. Alright. Who's gonna win? Oh, the statue wins? Wow. Bro literally got fisted. Alright. Somebody scan the QR code. Somebody should scan it. I'm not scanning it. That was fun. It's like one of those levels where, like, I don't care how stupid it is, it's fun. So, like, easy epic sense. Alright, 597. And we got 5 minutes to go. Number 12. Wow. Alright. We have an auto level. Why not legendary? Because I thought it was epic worthy. Instead of asking why not this rating, you should just be like, happy that I sent it. you know? I don't see why people are so pressed about me sending it for something different than what they think. The World of Mother. Okay. Is this Earthbound? That gives like Ness or something, right? Wait, what? Why did Burgers get whacked in the face by a football bat? Baseball bat. Yeah, what's up, Danger Cat? Does Rob rate levels based on what he thinks or what mods suggested as? So, I'm not sure if you've seen, this was a while ago, but Rob did a stream where he rated some levels, and he saw on there like a general average rating from multiple mods. So like a level that has like a 2.4 rating, that means that it was mostly featured send with a little bit of epic send above it. So he definitely takes that into account, but then he also takes in his own opinion. For levels with one send, like, it definitely is not surprising if the one send is feature and he rates it for epic or something like that. So he definitely takes into account what us mods say. I will say the white screen flash every like 4 seconds, not even. It's a little annoying. Yo, is that Mewtwo? Damn. That was cool. I liked it. I'm not sure how like unoriginal this is because I've never played Earthbound, but it looked decent. And by unoriginal, I mean like obviously not, you know, taking characters from the game, but like tracing scenes from the game, you know. But I'll still send it for a feature. Why not? Still takes a lot of work to do that. Would I rate a 1.0 style level with good gameplay? Probably not. 1.0 style, I'm kind of getting tired of. Blame Scully Hop on that. Just because of the amount of 1.0 levels that I played because of that contest. Alright, we have passed 601 levels. So now, we are rolling 523. Uses Walkman, and this is a hard to insane demon. Sure. I'll watch the video. I usually reset after an hour. Correct. It has not been an hour yet, so that's why I have not reset. I actually don't. I initially did not mind the gradient on the side, but it is kind of going a little too crazy for my liking, for it to not be considered messy. It looks cool, but it's just like the way that it was moving sometimes just kind of like blended a little too much. But I do like the block designs. What the general level's giving us, it's pretty decent. That was a cool transition. Maybe the deck here is a little too simple. Like, I would add some more within, like, this mountain range. Maybe a second layer to add a little bit more depth to it. It's been an hour. I'm going to reset after I finish looking at this level. People, relax. It's not like as soon as the 1 hour hits, I have like an automatic switch that like resets the form. No. Relax. Yeah, that was a cool level. I think these parts were the more strong ones. Like this gradient, it's going a little too hard. But like some of these more simple parts I thoroughly enjoyed. The volume of the video showcases are a lot louder than the other audio. Really? Okay. What do I have my other audio labeled as? -9, Jump Trash is at -14.3. I'll just go to -14.3 as well. Just to even it out. Yeah, decent level. I liked it. Like I said, it has some concerns with the messiness of it, so I will be sending it for a rate. And it would be cool to see that last part with like a couple more layers of parallax on those mountains in the background, just because it will sell that depth a lot more, in my opinion. If a level with 2.0 deco, can it still get rated? What do you guys think, chat? Do you guys think a 2.0 level can get rated? What do we think? My guess is a maybe. Spoiler alert, this is a 2.0 level. It got rated epic. So, you know. Alright, let's reset that form because people are being impatient about it. As per usual, wow. As per usual, excuse me, goddamn. Do change up the answer to your question. If I see anything regarding extreme demons, I will not be playing your level. So yeah, this will be a funny one. This will be a funny one to do. I'm not doing the first 5 in order for this reset. Once again, I am not doing first 5 in order, so I don't need people explaining to me how to run my stream. But yeah. The form is not working. Wow, it's almost like I was resetting it and I had to close out the responses. I'll be doing the first 20 rolls. So let's go to 2 to 21. And we roll number 2, the first one. Awesome. Made with 500 objects. So 500 object level with a 75 megabyte song. Makes sense, right? Ooh, okay. First things first, it's impossible to see what can kill you before it kills you. Like the saw blades, I would definitely make the point at which they become visible way further to the right. Because especially if it's just this gameplay technique for the entire level. It'll be kind of difficult and annoying to play through. Like, sure, there might be a pattern, but it is still fairly, like, unassuming when, like, that pattern does itself, like, resets itself, especially with a UFO, right? This is, like, one of the few times I'll ever say this, but this sort of blind gameplay with UFO, it's not the most enjoyable. Like, I love UFO. UFO's overhated. But, like, with this sort of, like, blind gameplay and not being able to see what can kill you immediately as it pops up, it does make it a little impossible to read and practically becomes a memorization level. So I definitely request that the little lens circle be shifted to the right a little bit. And also changes so that there's no blind jumps like that one. But it is still an impressive level for 500 objects. So you did a good job there. This is cool though. I like this part. There's a face slowly rising up in the background. Or you want to have a boss fight or something? 12% end screen. Alright. It's just Marcus. Gotcha. How does the XP system work? Oh, on YouTube? On YouTube chat? I have no clue. It's just something that YouTube recently added, and it doesn't really have that much of a point. I'll still send it. I don't think everybody's going to like the gameplay, but I think it's fine once you do like a couple practice runs. Okay. Next. We went from 21 levels as the max number, and 178 is our new max. And we roll 16. Another 500 object level, dude. Oh boy. At least there's some art here. This is unique. I haven't seen a artistic style done in these levels so far. What is that? How did I get mod? I was a reviewer in Sparks server for like 3 months, and I got mod from that. It was very easy for me to get mod, somehow. Only took me 3 months of trying. I mean, obviously, like, I uploaded videos before that, and did some reviews in my descriptions, but beyond that, I did not do much work to get mod. I like this. It's a funny level again, and the little My Little Pony thing in the background is quite funny. I bet that getting mod is mostly luck and a bit of trying. trying plus having connections. Like, obviously, like, if you're not really known, then it's not going to be easy for you. So just put yourself out there, get yourself a name on the board. Why did this person put the hexadecimal value for black in the answer? Okay. They just put pound sign and then a bunch of zeros. At least that's a unique take on the answer. Is this difficult? It's hard to insane, so let's see. This person did not put a video, so yeah, this is difficult. Okay. I'm just gonna look in the editor. Can't be asked. So this is just another every ends looking level. Okay. We've seen a lot of these recently. And I might say that none of them live up to the original. Unfortunately. I mean, that's just a hodgepodge. Most of this stuff's not even visible on the screen. Like, you're up here. Like, this is 1.0 scale. Assuming this is 1.0 scale, this is what you see. All of this down here, it's not needed. Yeah, not really much to say about this level. It's a 1.0 level. Yeah, you know. Congrats on verifying it, I guess, if you verified this legit. Beyond that, I don't really have much to say about that level. It's a 1.0 level. It tries to be every end, but I don't know. 50. An NA level. Updated 2 seconds ago. Really? That's some crazy timing. I'm scared though. Another 1.0 level. Not sure I'll be able with the song choice, realistically. Alright, we're halfway through. Let's look at the rest of the editor. Ooh, it changes colors. Nice. Oh, we're back to it. Changes colors again. That's a lot of objects. That's crazy. Okay. And then we end there. Nope, we go up. Jump. GG. Okay. Kind of like the last level. It's a 1.0 level. I don't really have much to say about it. He applied Wabu's crater tip. Yeah. $222. My old school bus number. Okay. I made this for fun 6. You're up to 6 of these? Good lord. That was an interesting transition. I like that. The thing in the background, like, slowly coming towards the foreground. That was cool. Why would you put an indicator there? Okay, I'm just not even gonna question that. the shockwave effect is funny. I like the colors though. Colors are really good. Gameplay is also really decent. Good sync to the song. I think this level just has great song representation in general, so in my opinion, this is an easy feature send. End, will you? Alright. Very cool. The saw at 90 is inexcusable. I didn't have to deal with a try. You just have a skill issue. This was cool though. Okay. 229. 48. Blah. Blah. Great username. 8 minutes? Ugh. A minute 30 without coins, 8+ minute with coins. Oh, okay. That's good. What can kill you, what can't? Let's find out. Hello, Sir Wizard. Windy landscape deco? Alright. I like the variation in the deco here. That's good at least. What can kill you, what can't? I'm guessing the circles kill you. I'm glad that there's a checkpoint. I got scared that there wasn't a checkpoint. Ugh. Whoa, this is trippy. Interesting. Well, did not see the spikes at the top there. I was about to start spamming. This is a cool room right here. I like this. This looks sick, actually. Oh, you need the dash orb? I don't want the dash orb. Meow. Don't tell me I just embarked on a journey by getting that coin, by the way. I would be super upset. Oh, there we go. That's cool. That house room was very cool. I do enjoy the variation in the amount of deco per room. I said this somewhere else, either today on stream, or, you know. Wait, was that try coming into my stream? Dexter slandering unheard of? What? I would never do that. You just need to avoid the obvious saw blade. But that was cool. Gameplay was nothing crazy, but still some really good stuff here. So I'll send it for a feature. Okay. I'm glad that me getting that coin did not, like, force me onto the 8-minute path. I would have been very upset. 253. 131. Where are we at? There's 131. Another extreme demon. Wow. Overdrive. Guys, if you don't like ads, there's this little thing called subscribing. That could help. Just saying. If you don't like the ads, feel free to subscribe. You don't want, and you won't deal with ads. People are saying there's a peak level, so I got high hopes for it. It looks pretty cool so far. And it does seem it's going to be a pretty intense song, so... Ooh, okay. I like this. Subbing to YouTube costs money? No. I was talking about to the people on Twitch. I'm liking these colors a lot. Very good colors here. The background is also great. Nice, simple, yet effective background. Cool end screen. I like the amount of moving parts in this level. Like, some block designs that are just like moving for no... Like, they don't have to move. But they do. Definitely makes the level look more dynamic. So yeah. I like this though. A month ago with 34,000 plays already. That's actually kind of crazy. It'll get an epic for me though. I like this. Okay. 259, is that what that said? Yeah. 120. Okay. Super Rainbow. Not the song I would expect this style to have. Let's see what the drop has to offer. Gotcha. That transition with the gameplay is a little rough. I would definitely like to see more variation in the deco, because you have the same background present for the entire level so far, and for the blot designs, they just are these half-divided two shades of, you know, like just flat colors. I would like to see a little bit more going on there. Also, I'm not sure if this song choice is really the best for it. I did not mean to get that coin, but I got it. But yeah, I would definitely add another background or two, because there's not enough variation there, unfortunately. Finish cool level. I hope rate Rob Top. Alright. But yeah, definitely vary up the structuring a little bit. Add a little bit more background variation. Also, good lord, add a color loop here. Add a loop to these colors, because that's a lot of triggers. 10,000 objects. Damn. How many objects is this? 863 objects. Dang, that's a lot. But yeah, vary up the structure a little bit. It's fairly simple. Like, you mainly just have these long pillars and spikes, I guess. But beyond that, there's not too much going on. Like, the gameplay does seem relatively like a newer creator, which is fine. But look at a couple of other rainbow styled levels, see how they do their rainbow effects. Basically just keep building, improve. You can only improve as you build, so yeah, keep building. Alright, what do we got next? 275? Good lord, there's a lot of levels within that one level. 125, we're moving nowhere. Hard to Insane Demon? Okay. Using Eurodancer. Ooh. Good song. What is happening? This is very loud. At least with this older styled level, we got some pretty unique, pretty interesting looking structuring going on. Like, there's a lot going on here, and I like it. Like, a lot of the older style levels that we got for these creator contests, their structuring wasn't the most interesting, admittedly. It was just like, alright, how many objects can we stack on top of each other to create this pillar looking thing? And that got boring really quickly. How long is this level? Does this really go for the entire 3 minutes? Oh. We have a long outro. Gotcha. Cool stuff. Definitely one of the more interesting of those styled levels that I've seen in recent times, so I'll definitely be sending that. Obviously, it is a very older style, so I'll probably only send it for a rate, because probably at most as it will get rated. So yeah, very cool level though. Tuan Dash, you inputted your things in the wrong order. As far as I'm concerned, the ID that's a YouTube link doesn't exist. Yeah, shameful. 281. 263. Excuse me. You gotta jump there. Not the largest fan of the camera offset consistently changing. Kinda disorienting. You gotta jump there. Gameplay is alright though. I just don't really like this camera. Also, it ends right there. Okay. Also, yeah, you ended at the drop of ultimate destruction. That's like a war crime. How dare you? 288. 49. Glad we're getting some earlier requests in. Low-key ban that guy for ending there. True. That's a bannable offense. What is this structuring and where am I supposed to go? That's my first question. I'm just rolling with the gameplay. I don't know what's going on. Excuse me. Oh, great. There's a rocket up that just destroyed me. Alright. I missed that somehow. Awesome. The rocket exploded. That's funny, actually. Interesting. I do. Okay, the rocket's back. I do like how unique this level looks, like with its structuring. It's just still... Where am I supposed to go here, dude? Am I supposed to go up? I guess? Okay. It's kind of difficult to see where to go. But I do like the ideas here. Thoroughly. But yeah. Decent ideas. 2 cents. Interesting. I think that the structuring is basically the most appealing part of this level. The deco is a little on the simpler side of things. Obviously, with it being like, you know, like that old school 1.0, 1 point whatever design. So I probably will skip out on this. It was a little difficult to see where to go as well with some of the structures. I guess like it's kind of almost towards like a memorization, which, you know, I mean, that's not the worst thing, but it's just kind of difficult to see. Who put my name as their stream username? How dare you? I did not request a level. 90. Lunar. Interesting pulses. I like how they're not like all going at the same time, so you get a little bit of depth with the pulses. That's good. I like when levels do that. You can see the top of these blocks right here. Fix that. I do wish there was some variation, because it has been the same thing for the entire length of the level so far. But I think the biggest highlight for me are these pulses. Also, I'd fix this, because this is not supposed to happen on these types of sections. That's funny. I died. But yeah. Not the biggest fan of how similar the entire level is to itself. I kind of wish that there was more variation there. So, probably won't be sending that. Excuse me. Next. How many we got? 304. Alright, and what do we land on? 91? Alright. Okay. What do we got? Oh. Oh, it's this level. I haven't seen this level in its entirety yet. Let's see what this is. I've heard good things about this level. As far as I'm aware, this is a no spike extreme demon with a fairly nature theme, and it looks great. That's all I can really say. I love this. Great parallax, great depth, great colors, good impact frame. Hello. Bam. Love that. Dale just got destroyed. What happened to Dale, bro? Dale became dead and then got destroyed by a stone. No, you can see his blood splatter. Yeah, I love the parallax setup here. This is one thing that I still struggle with. The parallax here with these walls, I still suck at this. I need to figure out how to do this properly. Like, I'm okay at setting a parallax, but like setting the depth of like how much Y variation there is, I'm still not good at, so it's always nice to see when creators can get this down. Love the gradient on this background. The river as well. Nice. It was a pain to set up. Yeah. Seems like it's a pain to set up. Yeah, that's a great level. That's all I gotta say about it. Normally for a level like that, I'd be like, yeah, cool extreme demon that has some nature to it. But because of how unique it is with the gameplay, you're getting a legendary sent from me. You're welcome. You were fully expecting an epic from me? I can see that. Well, yeah, I mean, I like levels that do that with, like, gameplay experimentation. So, like, if you have, like, more gameplay gimmicks on top of an already good-looking level, I'm going to send it higher than what you would expect. 309. Like, that's why I sent, what was that level called? Excuse me. Rebirth Protocol. I sent this level for Legendary because the way that they do the transitions here is so good. Like, having, like, the second player being, like, the indicator for what's about to show up. Like, you come out, you're a spider here, and here you're a cube again, and then you're a swing, cube, ship. It's so good. I'm very sad that this level only got a epic rating. Alright. We rolled 270. I don't know what this is. It is a level. I gotta fix the RNG. How can I fix random? I don't think there's a way to fix random. Just saying. Ooh, whoa, these colors. These colors, hold up. Tricipal did with the weight system. I can't be bothered to set up a weight system. I already took the time to set up a system so that the form spammers will get their levels deleted. But beyond that, I can't be bothered. I wish it was longer. There's some very good stuff going on here, but it's 45 seconds, which is still fine. But it's just like I wish there was more going on in terms of the length. This part, admittedly, is the highlight. But yeah, still cool. Still a feature for me. So when you reset the form, if you send a level again, does it count as spamming? No, because I would have had reset the form, and therefore the script would have reset itself as well. The bank at which it stores the duplicated levels in would have been formatted. 313. I've already seen this. Send it for a star rate. God damn. This cough is so annoying. I'm almost out of water too. Oh. $314. 80. What's my hardest? Bloodbath. Can I get a 9 circles level rated if it's unique enough? Yes, but it just cannot be like a standard 1.9 9 circles level. That will not get rated, straight up. I like the simplicity of these designs. I like the color combinations. Ooh, okay. I'm liking what this level has to offer. Easy coin. Maybe some of the pulses, like those main pulses, are a little too bright. Ooh, this part's good. Definitely a decent amount of variation in the deco quality, but it's still good, I think. I saw that orb at the end. Yeah. Can I do yours? It took a month. If you submit it into the form, then there is a chance that I will roll your level. But beyond that, you have an equal chance as anyone else in the stream does of getting your level played. So yeah. Due to the deco variation and the fact that I did not really like those bright pulses, I'll probably send this for a rate. But it's one of those rates where I'd not be surprised if Rob features it. Good song representation. $3.18. 76. Okay. Fuzzy. The deco was a little bit messy, admittedly. Kind of wish there was a little more clarity there. It does seem also empty in parts. The colors are good though, for the most part. Whoops. The shaders there were a little weird. Like those shockwaves, just like very quick shockwaves. That was weird. Yo, Trex Hun. Thanks for sending. Thank you for the bits. There's a lot of deco variation in this level, which I don't mind. It just doesn't seem the most cohesive, unfortunately. Practice recommended. We hate practice recommended. Mecha Brain with the skip queue. I will get to that in a second. Alright, I'm going to go fill up my water real quick, and then we will play this level. So be right back. Alrighty, let's get back to it. Whoa. Not the song I was expecting this style to be representing. Okay, we got a couple little characters down here for each color. That's cool. Wait, they have a sad face whenever you die. That's cool. I like that. I do like the general progression of this level, general color combinations as well. These are cool. I do think some of the deco was a little on the simpler side. And it is a little short though. So I'll probably send this for a star 8. It's like almost a feature for me though. That's not a 9-star, that's like an 8-star. Alright. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Somebody typed a 4-digit ID. I doubt that's legitimate. 328. 273. Clutterfunk Part 2. I like this song a lot. That's a difficult timing for a level of like not much difficulty. Oh. Not sure about that transition. This part does have a good amount of movement to it, which is nice. Yo, Philip, we don't like ads. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like ads, blame Twitch. If you don't like ads, you can also subscribe. That'll get rid of the ads for you. Just so, don't blame me for the ads. Blame Twitch. I think the level is getting a little better as it goes on. I'm still was not the crazy that I threaded the needle through there. Wow. Still not the largest fan of the blind inputs in the previous section. I just wrote shit to get 350 channel points. Okay. Congratulations. Thank you for the bit. Gameplay is a little learny. It's not a bad thing though. Oh god. Bum, 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 bum. The blur shader here, I would remove it. I don't really like the blur shader when it's persistent like it is here. I think my main issues with this level are the gameplay, and then some of the bot designs are a little too simple. Like this swing, for example, it's very difficult to tell what can kill you, what can't. But this part does look neat. I like the backgrounds. There's definitely a good amount of energy in this level, I'm just still not the biggest fan of some of these gameplay choices. Oh. I don't know how I managed to do that. There's an invisible one-time speed portal. How dare it exist. Definitely a creative take on Clutterfunk. I just don't think the gameplay really makes me want to send it, unfortunately. Like, there were some decent parts, but a lot of the parts had fairly blind transitions, fairly blind orbs that most people are not the biggest fans of. Typically, I don't mind them, but the way that some of those were done, were just like, alright, you just gotta hold and buffer an orb as you're in midair. And I don't like those types of blind transitions. Platformer attempt boss fight. What? Sup, Gunixel? How you doing? I don't know what's about to happen. I'm scared. Check most downloaded levels. It's Bloodbath. I'm aware. Why this song out of all songs on this level? There's no video for this level, so if it takes more time than it should, I will just skip it. Because it does seem to be like the entire length of a minute or whatever. So we'll see how this goes. Now it's like the Sneaky Hollow or whatever that colon level was. The one that got legendary. That was a fairly unfortunate song transition. Oh. Yeah, not really much to say about the level. It's fairly simple deco-wise. It does become like a memorization boss fight here, like with stuff like this, and not really the most enjoyable, admittedly. And we bonded for the ending. Alright. Closing in on the 10k? Yeah. 9,800. Alright. I don't know how to end this level, so I'm going to end it this way. It's a decent idea. I've seen it before, though. I just kind of wish that the deco was a little more interesting. Please play your level. Unfortunately, the best thing I can give you is hope that it pops up with the random number generator. Because I cannot play any specific levels unless you happen to have a skip request. But since you're on YouTube, I doubt you do. So if you want to be able to get a skip request, head over to Twitch. I like this gameplay. I do think it is a little empty. The background and the foreground, there's a very large disconnect there. So maybe there could be like some sort of mid-ground going on. Just some air deco, realistically. Would be nice. This part's decent though. Fanta. Yeah, these parts right here, there's just too much of a disconnect between the foreground and the backgrounds. There really just needs to be something going on somewhere in between, because it does get empty there. What is mathematics folder? Your math folder. What folder in school, what color folder in school did you put your math homework in? Excuse me. This was cool though. The parts that were like a little bit more, you know, nature, I guess you could say, with those colors, definitely better. But I do think that there could be a little bit more going on the those red parts. So yeah. How do you answer the question? Just say a color. That's all you gotta do. 352. 184 is what we roll. Reset form. I guess it has been 2 hours. Random gauntlet. Oh boy. I'm not sure what's going on in this level. That was an interesting transition. That was cool. This is buns. Don't be surprised if I say the same thing when I look at your level, if you're gonna be rude like that. Because typically the people who say that stuff like that, they make levels that are worse than this. So just don't be surprised when that happens. I don't think you need to do that. I guess you do. This looks cool. Hello. There's a lot of skippable gameplay though. Wish there was some structuring going on. As much as I quite like this background, the gameplay is also a little weird. I just wish there was a little bit more going on structurally. I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just going to skip out on that. There are some decent ideas for the random gauntlet as well. Gotcha. I think for me to have sent that, there could have been a little bit more structuring, because it was pretty much just like a lot of stuff in the background and that's it. So yeah, I'll be skipping out on that. Alright. What's the Q cooldown on reset Q? 30 minutes. So you got 13 minutes to go. Until you're able to do it again. Alright, we'll reset the queue one more time, and that's it for the rest of the stream. We'll go for like, I don't know, 45 more minutes or something. Alright. that button? That just breaks the street. Yeah, that just broke it. Okay. Let's fix that real quick. Okay. Okay. Form has been reset. Like last time, I'll be rolling the first 20. So I'm not doing any in order. Is Bloodbath a good level after a harder extreme? I guess. I don't know. I don't play many extremes, so... Alright, 2 to 21. We roll number 6. Another level that has been updated. I think my main issues with this one were the colors. So we'll see if that much has improved. Seems like the colors have not changed. Which is a little unfortunate to see. Yeah. Another thing about the level is like the block designs are really simple as well. Like I wish that there was a little bit more variation to the block design. Like you kind of have this pixel style, which is nice, but there's not really much beyond the base pixel blocks. So like if you're to add another 1 or 2 layers of deco, then it would definitely make it a little bit better. But the main thing, like I said before, are the colors. I would love if those were a little different. Alright, 109. Okay. And we roll 70. We get so many medium length levels nowadays, it's actually getting kind of boring. Oh, makes sense. This kind of goes in the same avenue as the level we just played, where the designs aren't bad. They are a little simple, but I think the colors could use some work. Like this part right here is a little just too bright for my liking. Gameplay's fun though. That's a very abrupt ending. A bit unsight readable. A level does not have to be unsight readable for it to be good. or a level does not have to be sight readable for it to be good. The unsight readable comment on levels is just stupid. Admittedly, not every level has to be sight readable. You don't have to beat every single level first attempt. It's not going to kill you to use practice mode. Number 2, the first one. This song again. This was cool so far. The structuring is very simple, but it's effective. This is like one of the few times that I enjoy simple structuring. Congratulations. No need to be that loud. Cool level. NA, alright. Alright. Next up, 142 levels. We roll 137. This person likes Generation Retro. Alright, I'm gonna guess you're a GD Colin fan, which means you might be 6 years old at most. No shade of GD Colin. Not the biggest fan of these colors, admittedly. Also the parallax, quote unquote, on these pipes is weird. You got some going to the left and to the right, but they're like both in front of the player, I think. Maybe not. It's hard to tell what's in the foreground, what's in the background with this level, admittedly. This song's good. I like this. Please play 132 levels before ending the stream. That's way too many. Why is everybody putting their IDs in chat? Because people cannot read or follow the most simple instructions. Yeah, not the biggest fan of the colors here, unfortunately. Yeah, what's up, Walter? How you doing? 150. Do all of them? I mean, I can do all of them. I can very easily go through all of them and put them all in my not sent folder. That's actually a good idea, guys. If you want me to do all of them, I'll just put them all in my not sent folder, right? That's how I can get through all of them. Do I take list requests? Not currently. I don't know what here can kill you, what can't. The structuring is a little unconventional. It is a little on the empty side, this level. So I definitely add something in the background. A little bit of parallax here is actually kind of neat. I'm glad that you at least try to incorporate some of that. You're supposed to be the other way around. Interesting. That's a weird gameplay option. I'm not even sure what's supposed to be going on here. Like, are you meant to thread the needle? That's actually kind of stupid. Having to thread the needle between the portals. Yeah, not really much to say about this level. 500 objects? Gotcha. Bit of a long end screen. You guys know I do not like long end screens. So I did not feel bad about skipping out on that end screen. Oh, we got a skip request? Alright. Let me go ahead and delete that other level that we just played from the forum so I don't forget to do that. Alright. Bright Future. What level difficulty is this? Hopefully it's easy. I'm liking the pulses already. Nice and simple. Colors aren't bad. Gameplay is pretty fun so far. Good song representation in this level throughout its entirety so far. I like the sync. The sync on the clicks, really good. Dun, 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 dun. I missed that orb somehow? Sure. There's a lot of orbs here. And unfortunately, it does get to this point of hit these orbs or die when you can easily do that. So that is a little disappointing to see. Like, you can easily just do this. Click that and click that. But nope. Invisible wall kills you. That's the thing about this level that I'm not the biggest fan of. Gameplay that's like easily skippable, but like it kills you even though it's easily skippable. I just don't like that type of gameplay. It just means that you could have you just like you could have done better with your structuring is what I'm trying to say. So I think at most I can send this for is a rate. The deco was decent, so I think it's still fine. Did I put that in a folder? I did, okay, just to make sure. Yeah, please use the form if you want me to play your level. I'm not playing levels from the chat unless they are from a skip request queue. Thank you very much. 27. Way at the top. This person's favorite gauntlet level is DLL. Good choice. Is this gonna be like another like doors level or something annoying? Doors level is just so annoying. Once the game starts, you'll enter the floor and try to inspect every detail possible. After that, return to the elevator if the floor is normal. Oh, it's like exit 8. Okay. I get this. I know what's going on then. Stuff seemed fine. Hey, yo. Thank you for the super chat. Are layouts allowed? If it's like a basic layout with no, like deco or anything, then most likely no. Just because they can't really get rated, unfortunately. Also, I'm not paying attention, so maybe there have been anomalies. Let me go left. Just see what happens. Oh. Okay. There's nothing here. I forget. What were you supposed to do? If it has an anomaly, go out the exit door. Gotcha. Okay. I meant for feedback. This isn't a stream for feedback, unfortunately. This is a stream for me sending levels to RobTop. Alright. Maybe I'm just not getting this, but I'm going to play this later because I like Exit 8, so I'll try to see if I can figure that out. 189. Xavier and B Drill, please use the form. You guys have been spamming the chat with your IDs for a long time. We could very easily time out you for doing that, so please stop unless you want to get timed out and or banned from this channel. Ooh, I was waiting for someone to use this song. Isn't that the whole point? No. If you read in the bottom right hand corner of your screen, you see form and pin message. That's where you should be placing your levels, not in the chat. If you look again to the title of the stream, you see no IDs in chat. Whoops. I love this song, dude. I do wish there was a little bit more color variation. We've had this blue for the entirety of the level so far, I think. Oh, that kills you. Yeah, the main thing is just color variation, realistically. Plot designs themselves are nice. I like the song rep. This part's different, which is good. I'll probably send this for a high-end star rate. So yeah, we'll do that. Beadrill, please put your ID in the form, not in the chat. Thank you very much. Next time you do that, I will be timing you out for an extended period of time. $1.99. 68. Flight. Fred. I read this flight. Oh, because flight. Stupid. Hard to Insane Demon. Okay, let's watch this then. I remember Fred, that one old YouTuber. With like that annoying voice. Very dark so far. Kind of wish the colors were a little bit more vibrant, in all honesty. That's an interesting gameplay mechanic. That's cool. I just wish the colors were a little brighter. Or a little bit, just the level needs to be a little bit more vibrant. It's fairly dull. Oh, what a cursed end screen, bro. Wait, Jarvis playtested this? Nice. I'll probably send this for a star rate. Just for it being so dark. Okay. I'll trust you. $205. 85. I said favorite gauntlet level, and this guy says lava gauntlet. Not the biggest fan of these colors. They're a little too bright. That transition is a little sudden as well. Definitely tone down the colors. Whoa. It's just way too bright for my liking. Freaking arrow trigger jump scare, dude. Wow. That was very loud in my ears. Yeah, it just it is so bright. It is so bright this level. But yeah, it's definitely too bright for my liking. I will be passing on that. $207. 106. Piano 02. Okay. Apparently I've downloaded the song. What's up, Zayuda? How you doing? Oh, it's so low gravity. It's tripping me out. I'm just not sure how I feel about the song choice here, because it's not really being represented in any capacity, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a 3x speed portal right now, and there is very clearly like a transition in a song, but it's just some piano loop. I mean, if this is a Nong or something, then still I will not be sending it because of the poor song choice. So yeah. I mean, the level itself looks decent. It was a little empty, but I think the song choice just wasn't fit for the level. Hate to say it. But yeah. I'm not sending because of the song. Bro. It was a 3x speed portal with no variation in the song. It was a very somber song. So it was not being represented at all with that level. 215. It's not a foreign concept. It's something that's very common. Putting a very quick amount of gameplay with a very slow song, that just doesn't work out. That just doesn't make sense. The 30 FPS on this video, man, it kills me. I'll see. Am I supposed to see here? Because I can't. Rejected for song choice? No. You're just coping. Rejected for no song representation. There's a difference there. There's a very large difference. Unfortunately that level was a little too simple for me. The second half you could not see a thing. I mean, congrats on verifying it and everything, but I just wish that it was a little bit more interesting, deco-wise. Have I played your level? I don't believe I have. 218. 149. Platformer. Is it a demon? No. Okay. It is an 8-star. It's an 8-star though, so we'll see what happens. Is this 2-player? I don't want to play a 2-player level right now. This was cool though. Alright, tutorial. Oh, this is neat. I like this. That's cool. Okay. I'll play this later, just because it does seem like it's a little bit of a puzzle, complicated level. And I'm trying to get through these levels rather quickly, and that seems like something would be that I would like look through and enjoy. So, yeah. That's a classic level. What am I doing? So yeah, I'll look at this later. $221. And like there wasn't a video attached or anything, so I couldn't like look at a showcase of it. This is a hard level. Nobody puts their frickin' attempt stats in unless it's a hard level. Uh-huh. Okay, we get it. We get it. You died. Alright, this is a very loud song. This song, I hate it. And then it turns 9 circles. I got no clue what's going on. It's just funny. All right. Yeah, I don't really know much about. I don't really have much to say about that level. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Not the biggest fan of it, unfortunately. The 9 circles part was fairly out of place, I think, and there could have been a little bit more interesting stuff going on. Yeah, also that top comment is a bit weird. Alright, next. 229. 8. What is this? Another extreme demon. Oh, it's this song. I like this song. Let's see how they represent the drop when it comes up. This is a little bit too intense for this part. This part of the song is fairly calm, so I don't know why it's going crazy like this. Do you know what J Shadow's mini music is called? I believe J Shadow has a mini music change, like an option on Twitch to change the menu music. So, you know, it's whatever a viewer changed it to. Cool end screen. I like the reflections here. That's nice. I will say that this part is like this part of the song is fairly calm, and I think it could have been toned down a little bit, the amount of intensity here, especially because this part of the song, the drop over here, where is it? It is pretty similar in terms of what's going on, almost to a point where it's actually a little less intense, admittedly. So I feel like toning this down a little bit would make this part have more impact, in my opinion. But I still think it's fine for a feature. Okay. $234, $178. A Carino request. A Carino level, I've already seen this. Send it for a feature. Yeah, I think the previous level, the one that we watched, the reason I set it for Epic was because the song representation wasn't really like accurate in some parts, and the block designs weren't the most interesting. Like, the effects were still cool, but I still think that it kind of relied on the effects a little too heavily. Why did Carino get unmodded? He resigned from Carino resigned from mod. He no longer wanted to do mod work. For the reason, I don't know. This looks pretty good though. I'm liking this. Maybe there could be something in these larger sections of these blocks, because they are pretty empty. It does seem to be a collaboration though. And that's a common thing with collaborations. There's always like some creators who have less experience on the roster, so they have these large empty spots on the blocks. It is fairly short too, which is unfortunate. So I'll probably send for a star rate. Doesn't look too bad though, for a decent amount of the parts. There are just some parts that kind of drag it. 241. 227. Alright, I did say I was going to be streaming for 45 more minutes, and it has been 45 minutes, so I'll play one more level after this one, and then I'll end the screen. This is a very saturated purple. So these colors, I think I would definitely say improve on the colors a little bit, work with different color schemes, you know, try to introduce some contrasting colors in there, add some more stuff to your block designs, because they are fairly empty, unfortunately. Add more stuff to the background for sure. Also, fill up this transition right here so that you can't see the bottom. You should not be able to see the bottom here. Oh yeah, makes sense. Ooh. I do like the color matching parts with the game modes here. That's cool. Not bad. But yeah, I would definitely just work on like the colors, using a color to match what type of game mode you are. That's a pretty decent idea. I like that. I would just try to work on like how bright things are, because it is a little too bright, admittedly. Do I read chat? Yes, I do. But I think for me to send it, I would prefer some more interesting block designs, some more deco in the background, and stuff like that. Because it is a little empty in those parts. Alright. Last level of this stream. We have 257 responses, and then we roll 202. This person says they do not like any gauntlet level. Well, you have no sense of fun then. Peak song choice though. Don't jump there. Makes sense. Colors aren't bad, which is good. Block design and overall structuring is relatively simple. I wish there was a little bit more going on there, a little bit more interesting block design, some more variation in the structuring instead of just like, you know, decent amount of like rectangles. Let's see how this drop looks. Indicators in the UFO section. Shameful. A little bit difficult to see what can kill you, what can't. Maybe I'll make that clarity a little more obvious. I do like the amount of glow, though. I think that's cool. It does a good job to make things pop out. Yeah, not too bad. Excuse me. Demon, I guess. Yeah, for me to send this, I would probably prefer some more stuff in these parts over here. Like, these parts look decent. But as it goes on, it does kind of get fairly samey, unfortunately. And then maybe in this part, I would add something in the background here. Like, you did a good job filling in spaces with these very low opacity gears, which is something that I don't really see too many creators do nowadays. Like, that used to be a really common occurrence back in early 2.1 and 2.0. For this part, I would definitely add some more to your ground deco, some more stuff in the background, add more of these, you know, like I do a whole bunch of stuff like this, right? I add some of this going around, right? Like that just fills up a bunch of space, you know, which is what this level is unfortunately lacking. There's a lot of empty space. So doing stuff like this just fills up a bunch of space, makes it look less empty. You did a good job with it here, but on the same time, or on the same side, you got also have a little bit of empty plot design. So, you know, adding some stuff in there would be nice. This part was decent. I like it. Some of the transitions between the gameplay portions were a little odd. So maybe work on that a little bit. These colors are good though. So yeah. I think for me to send it, I would just adhere to what I just said, and I'll probably send it for a star rate. But it's almost there. It's almost there. Alright. That was the last level for this stream. Thank you guys for coming out. Went a little longer than normal today just because I felt like it. But people on Twitch, let's go raid someone. Why is Tricipital have 179 viewers playing Minecraft? Okay. I know who we're going to raid. We're going to raid a fun person. A pretty good creator too. You guys might know them. We're raiding Rexer. Win another stream? No clue. I streamed these past few days, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, thank you guys for coming out. Join my Discord. All that. Will I stream on Twitch always? Yeah. See you guys.